My name is Charles Iduh, student from GSM London. For this presentation, I'm acting as a consultant to Exergy Vision. Exergy Vision is an energy company whose intention by the board of directors is to go global, and I will be looking at four main factors. I'll be researching on four main factors and how I can effectively advise the board of directors on how they can go global in this 21st century. And when we talk about going global, globalization, we're talking about taking exaggeration into one or two countries outside the United Kingdom. Presently, exaggeration is in United Kingdom, and they're looking at going into more countries, going global, globalization. And I'll be researching on one, appraising the fundamental factors that drives globalization. I'll critically evaluate the strategies for entering into and succeeding with a new or foreign market, and I also create strategy proposal for the expansion of the business within now and the next 10 years, plus or minus 2030. And I will also assess both the ethical and sustainable implications of globalization. So one, to appraise the fundamental factors that drive globalization, I'll be looking at two areas: the pull factors and the push factors. When I talk about the pull factors, we're talking about factors that attract globalization, like new markets, new markets outside the United Kingdom, greater efficiency, proximity to resources. When we talk about resources, we're looking at human resources. We are also looking at technological resources out there. And also, as an energy company, is there access to getting as much resource that we need to have a sustainable and a viable business outside United Kingdom, access to technology and skills, proximity to customers, those that will access the business, and push factors on the fundamental factors that drives globalization is the market saturation. United Kingdom is saturated with energy companies, just to mention a few, BES, and so on. And we also have economic downturn. Brexit has been causing a lot of shaking, and this is one of the reasons why the board of directors are looking outward from England. And also taxation and regulation changes. Now, my second point is to critically evaluate the strategies for entering into and succeeding with new or foreign market. And there are three ways we can enter into a new market outside United Kingdom. The first one, from low to high, is exporting. Either we export from here to whichever country. I'd like to say this. I've actually chosen three countries which I've gathered a lot of data about, analyzed them. That's China, the United States of America, and Nigeria. Okay, looking at access to new market, export one. Second, the second one way is production under licensing, which could be by franchising or outsourcing. But the third one is the one I will recommend for exaggeration, and that is the FDI, which is called the foreign direct investment. Foreign direct investment involves ownership and control of foreign assets. The IRIX is a long-term commitment is involved, and it often carries out through a joint venture where partners set up a new entity for the purpose of market entry, acquisition, and greenfield. I would like to say at this junction that the FDI, foreign direct investment, is more viable, it's more sustainable, it's more profitable for Exergy vision. But I will also mention one or two reasons why I came to that suggestion. My third area I've researched on is to create a strategic proposal for the expansion of the business, and I've looked at 10 countries, gathered data for 10 countries which I have analyzed. That is Canada, China, Trinidad, Jamaica, Mauritius, Nigeria, Russia, United Arab Emirates, United Kingdom, and United States. And the data that I've gathered is from World Bank data, 1961 to 2017. I also have data from the Central Intelligence Authority. But what I, looking at the data I collected, the following data, yeah. So I just need to look at my slide here. I've got data for the HDI, which is the Human Development Index, the Gini, which is used to measure wealth distribution, the GDP, the gross domestic product, the GNI, very, very important. That's the gross national income of the country, the CPI, the Consumer Price Index, how things are priced, the DI, Doing Business Index. I've looked into different companies that have gone to set up businesses in the US, in Nigeria, in China over the last 10 years. Are they still alive? Are they making profit? Are these countries still attracting new businesses? The WGR, the World Justice Ranking, talking about the effectiveness of the law, the political stability in the judiciary sector, how the institution, the stability of the judiciary system of this country, and the human capital index, the life expectancy, education sector, access to social amenities, and the CPI, the corruption perception index. And in gathering my data, take for example the consumer price index of United States is 71, Nigeria 27, and then China 85. Very high in China and United States, which means that competition is low. And in Nigeria, it's a good market for us to go to. If we look at the GDP, the GDP for United States is 1.7, for Nigeria 7.1, and for China is 9.7. And we all know that the United States regulates the dollar. The dollar is used to regulate every currency all over the world. I have also used this data. I've sketched some graph using the SPSS, as you can see on the slide here, that China, Nigeria, United States, that not in any particular order, shows that the market there it's it's very, very encouraging for businesses that have been there. The GDP over the last 10 years has increased, and also stability in the government. Recently, Nigeria has had 3 successful and democratic election, which the transition was peaceful. Yeah, and the corruption in perception index has been very low in those 3 countries compared to others that I have checked. Yeah, also the assessment for both the ethical and sustainable implications of globalization. As you can see on my slide, there are certain factors that affect, that influence sustainability. And when we talk about ethics, how things are done, the culture, the values of where we are going to be respected. We can look at things that can affect sustainability, like the financial, the economic, the political, the legal, the ecological, the technological, and culture. And in these 3 places, and the data that are collected from World Bank also speak that in these 3 countries, businesses have been sustainable in the last 10 years. In China, Nigeria, and the United States. And I also look at the Taylor scientific management theory. The Taylor scientific management theory in sustainability and also in ethics can be put into three sections, as the employer, the employee, and the firm as a whole. When we look at the employer, that the belief that there is one best method for every tax, methodological breakdown of each tax, and achieving maximum output and efficiency and close control of the workers, and on the employee trained to perform a task in the most efficient way, time by management, and viewed as a pair of hands, and absence of individual involvement, monetary compensation deemed to be sufficient, and motivation. And as a result of this, there is maximum prosperity, cooperative relationship between employers and employees, which is what we actually want for Exergy vision. Now, in summary, Exergy vision going global in 21st century needs for informed decision of globalization, consideration for the foreign markets law and regulations, paying effective attention to data that has been provided, the people and the financial market of both countries, United States, Nigeria, and China, for sustainability and positive return on investment, ROI. Detailed market research is necessary to determine progress in the foreign market. Similarly, it is important to incorporate the laws in the foreign country into the business, and embark on programs that respect ethics, benefits the people and the environment of the foreign markets. Also, regular reviews and feedback is essential for the sustainability in the foreign market. Strategic planning for the next 11 years is vital for the success of the organization. If there is any question, I'm willing to ask, but